When she becomes completely spiritual, with no earthly thoughts or feelings, then she will see Christ.
My daughter, how beautiful is this place. In it I shall build my kingdom and my peace. I shall give you my heart in order to win yours. Your sins are forgiven because you are looking to me, and he who looks to me, I shall imprint in him my image. Woe to him who represents my image but has sold my blood. Pray for sinners, because in every word of prayer I pour a drop of my blood on a sinner. My daughter, do not be troubled by earthly things, because through my wounds you shall earn everlasting life. I want to renew my passion. I want you to accomplish your mission, because you will not be able to enter heaven unless you have completed your mission on earth. Go in peace and tell my children to come to me at all times. And not only will I renew the feast of my mother, for I am with them at all times.
Holy Thursday, April 16, 1987. It was yet another year when Easter celebrations by Western and Eastern churches coincided. Everyone expected the phenomenon of the stigmata to happen again to Myrna, as a sign that God wanted unity between the churches. What they didn't expect was the change. The first time, the wounds of Christ were very small. The second time, they were bigger. This time, they were much bigger. In fact, this time she even received a wound on the head from the crown of thorns. Father Maluli watched the stigmata appear right in front of his eyes. According to his records, it was exactly 2:45 p.m. Dr. Yusuf Messamiri observed the entire thing. Biologist Jean-Claude Amtakli and his wife had to come all the way from France. As she turned left or right, the blood from the wound on her forehead flowed to her left or right side. The wounds in her hands and feet bled continuously. Mrs. Amtakli continually wiped off the blood so that her husband would examine it later in France. Myrna's body was ice cold. Myrna pleaded with Our Lady for help to take away the suffering or to help her endure it.
Oh, Lord, oh, my mother, tell your son. Oh, my mother, alleviate my suffering. Keep it away. Keep it away. I cannot bear what you can bear yourself. Lord, you are God. I am a worm of the earth. Let his will be done. Let his will be done.
Into ecstasy, and she saw Christ being crucified at a distance. She could see a man and 3 women dressed in black. She could not make out who they were. She heard the words of Christ from the cross. Father, forgive them, because they don't know what they are doing. Everything was at a distance, except for the words of Christ from the cross. Everything was very still and soundless, like in a thick fog. After the ecstasy, Myrna said,
They gave him a drink. They pierced him with a javelin. He didn't drink. The last word was a scream. Father, forgive them. Maybe he meant us with these words. I don't know. When he dressed out, he cried. It was a silent spectacle. Only one man and 3 women brought him down from the cross. The wood became black. 1 man and 3 women. The women were wearing black.
Doctors examined and investigated throughout her suffering. They would later testify to the supernatural. The open wound in her side was about 5 inches long. The wounds of Christ were probably half-inch square or triangular. Myrna's wounds are not that large, but each time she receives them, they get larger. If we do not unify the churches, her wounds might get as big as those of Christ. Her heartbeat was 130 per minute. In the room were Father Maalouli, Father Zahlawi, Dr. Jamil Marji, Dr. Youssef Messamiri, biologist Jean-Claude Antakli and his wife, Father Salmo, Father Antoine Hain, and the family. Almost stammering, she pleads,
For the forgiveness of sinners, whom I am the first, whom I am the first, whom I am the first. Oh Jesus, have pity on the dead. Oh Jesus, have pity on me. I feel they are driving nails in my hands. Oh Virgin, I beg you. I feel pain in all my body, in my eyes, my head, my head. Take it away. He loves us. He loves you.
The blood on her hands and feet were continually cleaned. It continually came back. The doctor said the wounds were very deep. The color of the blood was very red. It was dark red. It would later be analyzed and confirmed to be her same blood type. How long will she have to suffer for our sins? How long will we stubbornly hold on to the prejudices of our fathers, the sins of our fathers? How long? Unless we stop, this will continue.